Hello.
Mogwin Palace.
Hey, how's it going? Long time no video. Been a while. You don't mind, though. I know you. You don't give a shit. You're just looking on YouTube and you found something. You clicked on it. So that's good. Elden Ring. For this video, I'm playing Elden Ring. You can't see me, but I'm playing Elden Ring. I don't know, dude. I'm feeling, I'm not in a very creative place in terms of YouTube content, in terms of social media in general. It's a combination of things. I feel like Instagram feeling a bit like outdated. Twitter is sort of in a constant state of chaos. I might be a bit of a curmudgeon, and I know it's still, I am also of the opinion that you get out of social media what you put in. So you can cultivate your social media and you don't even have to give a shit, and it can be a lovely, enjoyable time. But there's just something about how I'm feeling at the moment in terms of it that it just feels like it's reached peak. I've fallen to my death. It feels like it's reached peak void. It's probably just that I'm feeling like I'm busy with work. Like I'm just this game commission that I've been working on has, it's always something to do. It's like I never have a moment necessarily, like I always feel like I could be doing something more on it. It's just one of those long projects where, because I've got a part-time job, I've got to, organize my time well, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying that I'm not free 24/7. So when I am sort of free to do work, or I've got time in the day to do art stuff, I just prioritize commission stuff. And so what that means is that just social media posting and art, like for no real reason, sort of takes a bit of a back seat. Christ, these guys are hard. But what am I saying? But what am I really saying? But at the same time, I don't like that I'm saying that, I'm very aware that, like, it's just bullshit. I stop complaining. Just make it not the topic. I guess what I'm actually talking about is just sort of inspiration. The creative motivation to say something. Like, it's all well and good saying, like, I'm not letting it get to me in a creative sense in terms of my enjoyment of making art. As much as people say, oh, you can do whatever, you can talk about whatever in your videos, there's still that part of you where it's like, yeah, I can, but if I'm not satisfied with it, then I don't want to make that. If I don't like the vibe, if I don't like the things I'm saying, if I've got nothing to say in a particular day, then I'm not going to. Christ, there's just blood everywhere. I'm in a horrible place in Elden Ring. There's just these sort of Darth Maul-looking newt people that look like strange little E.T. alien people. And they're cartwheeling around with just pointed sticks. Not to be more of a downer, but I'm not totally satisfied with this. And that's why I'm just playing Elden Ring. Alright? That's why you're getting not a lot from me. But you know what? Maybe this will help. Maybe this is the new thing. I just play games while I make these videos. And so maybe it's going to free up a part of my brain. You know that thing? What's that thing called? If sometimes you're doing something whilst you're doing something else, the sort of the thing that's easy to do, i.e. play video games, frees up your sort of creative, oh my God, I died, that maybe it'll free up your creative mind to say things. Anyway, I'm going to roast myself some more. But you know what this image makes me think? I'm looking at the finished piece right now. This is like old Poncho Pilgrim. Oh, I lost like 100,000 runes, guys. Brutal. I don't know. This is just a little fan arty piece that I had the idea of, and I've now done it. Don't like it a whole load. Don't think it's that great. I finished it. I mean, I like the idea of it. I think it's executed the way that I wanted it to, kind of. I don't think it's that great. I don't know why you'd stick around, but maybe you think it's going to be great. And that's all that matters, really. Who cares what I think? Maybe for people who know Elden Ring and also know me and this channel, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, I bet you this guy likes the merchants. And you'd be right. I do like the merchants. I do like the designs of the merchants. They are sometimes very weird and they say creepy things. But other times, they're chill people playing their weird musical instruments. See, I know you're all playing Tears of the Kingdom as well. You're all just playing Tears of the Kingdom. You're not playing Elden Ring, but I'm playing Elden Ring, all right? And it's going great. I'm very far. I don't know how to not spoil it, but maybe no one cares about spoilers. Either you've probably played it, or maybe you don't care about spoilers. Oh my god, I'm dead again. I've defeated the fire giant. That's not spoilers. Like, you don't know what thing I'm talking about. What giant? Where? Who knows when it appears? Defeat the fire giant. Done the bit after that as well, if that means anything to you. The crumbling ruins. Humbling. This game, humbling. Dragon, defeated. Guy with big black blade, flaming blade, defeated. That's right. We're progressing. If you've been following this channel, you know I'm not a Dark Souls fan. Don't like Dark Souls. Elden Ring, I've become a fan. I like it. It's grown on me. I think Elden Ring solves a lot of the issues that I don't like about Dark Souls. And I've gotten used to the combat style. To bring it back to the art, let's analyze this image and why I don't like it that much, maybe. It's all right. It's cool. I tried something. Maybe it didn't fully work, but there you go. But you know what I'd say? Elden Ring's color palette is weird. It's kind of when you look at things and screenshots, Elden Ring's got the whole weird sort of like murky yellowness of Dark Souls. It's quite hard to draw. It's quite hard to when you see it in the game. Obviously, everything's like very intricately designed and everything looks amazing. But I think drawing it or doing 2D observations of it or whatever, it's a really weird color palette to draw well. I think it worked well with the wheat in the foreground eventually, but maybe, I don't know, it's not the most beautiful, but what can you do? That's all I want to say, is that I don't really know what to say anymore. I've been feeling a bit down about arty stuff, a bit sort of not really sure how to get the motivation back to make videos. I haven't posted many things anywhere, but that's cool. That's fine. I know it's fine. One of those things where I'm kind of amazed that I managed to make videos for so long, so regularly. Obviously it's very cool to see improvement. Just looking at my YouTube channel as sort of like a little project. It's just seeing you develop your art, get better. So if anything, that's something that I'm grateful to myself for doing. I'm just finding it quite tricky to fully commit to video making at the moment. Obviously, let's be real. Let's look at the numbers. And I know that's not what it's about. I'm completely not about this life, but when you've created a bunch of things and regardless of the worth of it in and of itself, if you want to be like, well, on a career, oh god, what is this? Oh, a giant skeleton man coming out of the ground. Great. Cool. You can just be like, well, look, I haven't made any money from this. That's a lie, actually. Immediate lie. My primary source of commissions seem to be pixel art things. And from me just posting pixel art to YouTube, that is where I've got, I would say, argue 99% of my commissions. There's no way of knowing for sure, but I highly doubt they came from anywhere else. Like this is the main place where I post most of my stuff. So immediate lie. Don't know what I'm going on about. I guess I just want to voice the fact that I'm not above the feeling of just wanting to, quote unquote, have made it. I'm not above the feeling of, there's a reason why I started making these videos, in a sense, and that would be to follow the idea of, oh my God, someone just killed my horse. It would be dumb of me to say that I didn't start making YouTube videos because I liked the idea of being able to make YouTube videos as, a half a career. Like if I knew my bills were paid on the back of making YouTube videos, that would essentially be a dream. And I'm not above that, and I'm not kidding myself that that's not part of why I started making YouTube videos. And I just feel like there are people out there that feel like see, you failed then, huh? You've not done it, and that is why you're trying. You just want to be a YouTuber. Lame. I feel like there are people like that out there, and to them I'd say, like, are you kidding? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You strange person that I've invented with my brain. But anyway, that's besides the point, because the truth of it is life is a long road. Nothing really is happening, and at the same time, everything's changing constantly. I'm a big believer of there's not a lot you can do other than just be, and that sort of life does happen to you more so than you have any control over it. Oh no, what's happened here? Someone's gonna challenge me to a fight to the death. Nameless white mask. Oosh! Taken out. I've forgotten my train of thought. Learning how to be. If anything, Elden Ring's taught me is that failure is okay. You can only improve by dying over and over and over again and carrying on and keeping on going. Every failure, you've just learned something. You're gonna get better. You're gonna repeat the same thing over and over again, and you're gonna improve, and you're gonna get better, and you're gonna reach level 157. Okay? You're gonna lose those, and even then, even when you're feeling like you're killing it and you're doing incredible and you're doing amazing, you're gonna fall off a tree branch and fall to your death and lose all your runes that you've been collecting. And you're just gonna have to get up, wake up again, and start over. That's what Elden Ring's all about. That's what it's saying. And I'm not even a Dark Souls fanboy. I could critique this game that it's not as good as everyone makes it out to be. Even I could do that, all right? It does succeed in what it's setting out to do. Might not have the best, most sort of impactful storytelling, narrative structure, okay? It might not be that impactful, and it sort of feels like a giant high score challenge mode of an RPG, but it does do that. It does teach you that you will get better. You're gonna carry on going. Things will only improve. And along the way, all the companions and people and friends and enemies that you meet, they're all gonna crumble and disintegrate into dust, leaving behind a small glowing orb, maybe. I'm just in a video making funk, all right? Leave me alone. Look, I'm clearly not making stuff to please the algorithm. I'm clearly not making stuff that is, getting eyes on it. I've been watching Succession. That's a good show. I've also been playing Pokemon Yellow. I bought, when the 3DS eShop closed down, I bought Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Crystal. Because although I played Pokemon Gold and Red and Blue, I never played Yellow or Crystal. So I'm playing them for the first time, and they're great. We saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Fun movie. Adorable. And I'm jealous of everyone playing Tears of the Kingdom, but as you can tell, I can't play more than one huge open world RPG adventure game. Look, I'm sorry to be a downer on this video. I'm sorry to not have the vibes, I don't know, that you come here for. If you're like all you want to hear about is pixel art and Elden Rings, then I'm sorry that you haven't necessarily got that. I'm thinking and I'm trying, and maybe I'm overthinking and under trying. All right? But at least I'm trying. I've got some ideas for videos and they just don't materialize. Time in the day doesn't manifest, and priorities get zip zap zooped all over the place. And you wake up and you prioritize other shit. What will be will be. It is what it is. I don't know when you'll next see me, or in what capacity, or what visuals I'll be making. One little note that I don't want to jinx is that I'm potentially going to try and get some prints together. I might be selling them somewhere. That would be cool. So we'll see what happens with that. But one thing that's done is it has made me just want to make some new art, some new cool stuff. For example, I was really happy with my little random drawing illustrations of that van with graffiti on. And I did a little building with graffiti on that said Blue Sky. And I was just pleased with them. And I think one of my ideas, I just need to doodle more. I need to doodle more in my sketchbook. I need to just sort of tick over with some ideas, because I know I'm capable of just doing a cool illustration that I'm very happy with. But I think sometimes I saw some good quotes and things and videos recently of, kind of inspiration stuff for artists and like actors and just people saying inspirational, motivational things. But one, I can't remember who it was or where it came from, or even if the guy that was saying it is a cool, good, clever guy or not. But someone somewhere in a video was saying, you just need to make art. You need to allow artists to make bad art, and you can't be held to perfection every single time. That like the modern artist needs to be able to post and make bullshit. So when inspiration strikes, because it's not always gonna, then it's all the more powerful, it's all the more important and impressive, because, artists don't always win. Artists don't always create what they want. Artists don't always succeed in what they're trying to do with their art. Complete change of subject, though, and in sort of an ironic way, I am not in any way attacking the artists or the creatives behind this, but I am definitely attacking the higher-ups and the leads. But anyone seen those Gollum reviews for that Gollum game? Jesus Christ, why was that game even made? Now, boardrooms and people with money are going to go, oh, look, we try to make Lord of the Rings games, but they just don't sell. No, it's because you made it a game about the creepy goblin person that no one wants to play as, and you try to construct a game about an idea, a stealthy game idea that would only really take up maybe a section of a bigger video game. Maybe you would play as Gollum for one chapter in a larger game. But to make an entire game revolving around a Gollum, you joking? Whose idea was that? I said this on Twitter the other day, and I've been saying it to loads of people, but I genuinely believe that the Lord of the Rings Gollum game was only created purely based on SEO results, search engine optimization. I think that out beyond the fan base of Lord of the Rings, right? The only thing that people know about, Gandalf saying, "You shall not pass," and Gollum saying, "My precious." And I think that's what's grown out of the Lord of the Rings. You know, that's in the consciousness of the average person. Kind of probably maybe knows them, those two people, those two characters, those two quotes, and they thought a Gandalf game would be too hard to make, and then they said stealth Gollum game. Perfect, it writes itself. Just because it's maybe an obvious sounding idea doesn't mean it would make a good game. That's the end of that. I'm in the Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum. I've found the map for Mogwin Palace. You'll be grateful to learn. I'm gonna just carry on playing this for a bit. I super appreciate you watching this video, for supporting this little channel of someone just making art and shoving it out into the void. Am I where I want to be? No. Are any of us where we really want to be? Yes. I am he as you are he as we are he, and we are all together. Am I right? You ain't. There's no way you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. Bringing up Beatles lyrics. What am I